All right. Welcome to the On Edge podcast this week. Got a few select topics that we should dive into, going in deep pretty fast. Pretty much the overwhelming thing that happened this week that sort of eclipsed everything was the Kavanaugh accusation. So Brett Kavanaugh, he's the judge who's nominated for the Supreme Court seat this week. He's been accused of sexual assault by Dr. Christine Ford. She's a psychology professor, and she said basically that he tried to, back in like 1982, when he was 17, she was 15, that he tried to take her into a bedroom at this house party, pin her down on the bed, try to rape her, covered her mouth so that she couldn't scream, and eventually she managed to get away. But this is some very serious shit.
Yeah, but you can't say okay, from the beginning, you can't say tried to rape her, okay? You got to say it in different terms if you want to be impartial. So you got to say like tried to forcibly have sexual intercourse. There you go.
That's what rape is.
Yeah, I know.
Are you memeing me?
But you got to say
what the fuck? That's literally what rape is.
You sort of, well, yes it is, but the thing is, now you can't just say rape because it entails a lot more than is being said.
I'm going by
there's more details. There's more details behind the word rape than just keeping it bare bones.
I mean, this is like the clearest cut, example of attempted rape. Like I only call rape. I don't know. I'm not gonna fucking call everything I don't like rape, but this is, I don't know how much clearer this needs to be. He tried to forcibly insert his penis into her, So,
but I mean, were they naked?
Well, she according to her, she had a one piece on, and he tried to like take it off. So he was trying to, and he was with, according to her, his friend Mark Judge, who's been pretty reticent about this whole thing. Just to be clear, Brett Kavanaugh has unequivocally denied this has happened. So just, putting that out there. He is clearly saying, I did not do this. This did not fucking happen, right? Mark Judge has released his statement saying, I don't remember this happening. And he refuses to testify. That to me is very suspicious. Because when people say, I don't remember this happening, and they're pressured to go under oath, that to me is suspicious as fuck. I'm not saying that it happened, but if I was accused of rape or something, I wouldn't say I don't remember. I would say I didn't fucking do this, because I would know for a fact I didn't fucking do this, right? Why would you say I don't remember? And why would you not want to testify? Because this is like his best friend from high school. If I was in his situation, I would go testify so I could like get this guy's name off the fucking, this shitstorm right here and help him get on the Supreme Court if he's so innocent. But he refuses to go and testify, and to me, that's very suspicious. I can't get over that piece of evidence.
Yeah, why would he do that? This just to create attention or something? I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. But the thing is, I want him subpoenaed, because the fact that he refuses to testify says a lot. What are you afraid of, right? Like, what the fuck's going to be the big deal? Brett Kavanaugh is obviously can testify. In fact, they're trying to schedule the hearing.
What if the reason that he's not testifying is because there was more person in the room?
Exactly.
More than just them.
Well, that's not what she said. That's not what she said. She said that they were the only two in that room, in that bedroom, trying to fuck her. And so obviously,
it's literally something that you can't prove this anymore.
No, you
if
can't.
He says it didn't happen, yeah. If the guy
you
that
can't
said,
prove this happened, right?
Yeah, exactly. You can no longer prove this happened.
It's a very contentious situation because on one hand, just to give the background evidence, this allegation only became public pretty much right before he was supposed to be confirmed. Like, the week he was supposed to be confirmed, basically a few days before, this whole thing gets leaked. And we find out that what really happened, what she's saying happened, right? So she went on the record on the Washington Post, I want to say, like a week and a half ago or so, maybe like a week ago. Within the week, I would say, because we didn't talk about this before. But before, there were leaks about this. There were leaks that Dianne Feinstein, who's on the Senate Judiciary Committee, she had the letter from her. And the reason why she didn't release it before is because she wanted to honor Dr. Ford's wishes to keep this private. And a bunch of people have been criticizing her for it. They're saying, well, why wouldn't you fucking release this letter? Because now you're releasing this at the 11th hour, and it looks like you're trying to derail this entire nomination. Because it turns out that
who's
she
Ford in all this?
Dr. Ford is the accuser, Christine Ford.
Oh, okay.
Right.
She
said
Dr. Ford is a she. Oh, right. Man.
Yes, an accuser is usually a woman. But she sent the letter to her congresswoman back in like July. So this is ages old in politics time, right? Because we only found this out within the last week. So some people have been accusing them of trying to derail this entire nomination because this is so late in the process. But I don't know. Like, she didn't want this to be public, number one. She wanted this to be anonymous, number two. The only reason why we know who she is because she volunteered to go on the record only after this became a thing and this got leaked entirely. So I don't know. This looks weird. A lot of people have been criticizing the timing on this. I don't think it's that bad, if you ask me.
I mean, yeah, you can start criticizing the timing at first, right? But now you got something else to criticize. You got what's his face saying that he doesn't know. The friend saying that he doesn't know. Now you went from criticizing the timing to criticizing the credibility of the defendant. Mm-hmm. So this is going downhill real quick.
It's not looking good for Brett Kavanaugh, in my opinion. So it's not just a he said she said situation. Although it looks like that's what it's going to look like with the hearings. It's a can't speak. He said, she said. This is hard to say fast. And I don't know, which to me fucking throws a massive wrench in this whole thing. Because if I was accused of something this serious, I wouldn't say I don't know. I would unequivocally deny this shit happened, and I would go to testify because my best friend from high school is looking like he might lose a fucking seat on the Supreme Court. And if you know he's innocent, why not go testify, right? That's what's so fucking weird to me.
Yeah.
So, and there's a lot more facts behind this. She said there are like 4 other people besides them at the party, which isn't really much of a party. It's more like a little get-together, but whatever. None of them have confirmed that this happened, obviously, because nothing happened to them, right? So she predicted that one of the other girls there was not going to remember any of this happening because she wasn't sexually assaulted that night, right? If you're going to remember something from 36 years ago, it makes sense that it's going to be something that was traumatizing to you. If nothing happened to you 36 years ago, it's probably unlikely you're not going to remember that fucking party, you know?
Yeah.
It's just so long ago. But it's just looking crazy, right? It's just like, first off, she said, the accuser, Dr. Ford, she said she has a fear of flying, so she doesn't want to take a flight to D.C. to go testify publicly there. Instead, I think she wants to go drive all the way there. So Republicans are harping on that and saying, is she not trying to derail the fucking entire nomination here? Because that's going to take like a week of driving, you know?
Yeah, that's already iffy. Everything here is loosey-goosey. I mean,
absolutely.
If somehow they can prove that he did it, what's the statute of limitations on this? On attempted rape, because it's not even attempted. It didn't go.
I want to say that it changed in Maryland. I think I heard about this. That right now there is a statute of limitation. I want to say 30, 35 years, but at the time this happened, there wasn't. So I don't know if it still applies. I really don't know, but it probably does apply or doesn't apply because why would Mark Judge be so scared, right? Why not just go on the fucking and go give your testimony? Why not go do it, right? So I don't know. I don't know if he's scared. I don't know if he just doesn't want to for whatever other reason.
Why does he say I don't know? That is the dumbest response. I don't understand.
Because it's looking suspicious as fuck. When you say I don't know, you're opening up yourself to a lot of skepticism. You know?
I don't think he really thought about it. He was just saying I don't know as a sort of like fuck off mechanism.
Actually, this is what I find the weirdest thing, right? Like at first in the New Yorker article, which was like the first big article that came out with all these allegations, he was asked and he said I don't remember or I don't recall, whatever. And then he gets interviewed with the Weekly Standard. And then he unequivocally denies it. And then later he gives a statement to the I want to say to the Judiciary Committee on this, and he says, I don't remember and I won't testify. So he went from I don't remember to this did not happen to I don't remember. What the fuck? Which one is it, dude? Do you not remember, or did this not happen? And why won't you testify? Because both the accused and the accuser are willing to testify, but people are saying the accuser is looking to delay because she won't even take a plane, and she said she doesn't want to do the hearing and testify until after an FBI investigation.
What the fuck? What are they gonna investigate?
Exactly. That's what I don't know either. It's so hard to. How do you what are they gonna do? Build a fucking time machine, go back 35 years ago? I don't know. This is such a crazy situation.
Okay, this is already weird. 35 years ago, were One Pieces even a thing in high school?
Yeah. It's not ancient history, dude.
Damn, dude, this guy's an alpha, dude.
It's funny because people have been trying, like, well before these allegations came out, people were trying to smear Kavanaugh as this sort of frat boy. They were calling him Frat Boy Kavanaugh because there were stories about how he got blackout drunk all the time in, like, high school and college. He went to Georgetown Prep, which is like an all-boys school, right? And he knows these girls because they went to an all-girls school and they constantly commingled. So, in fact, there is this letter that came out right before, or no, was it right? It was very close to when we found out about this, like, letter being juicy, and the Republicans came out with this letter saying 65 women that Kavanaugh knew in high school have affirmed his character or something, and it's like, okay, I don't even know if this guy knew 65 women in high school, but if he did, that's interesting. And two, why did you have to come out with this letter affirming his non-rapey vibes, basically? You know, it's just so fucking suspicious. You know, it's like, and by the way, it's a terrible defense. You may as well go to a serial killer and he's like, oh, well, look at all these people I didn't kill. It's fucking stupid. You know, it's a terrible line of defense.
Look at all these people I didn't kill.
Yeah. Like, true, it's like, true. Can you imagine if Ted Bundy says something like, oh, well, just look around. I didn't kill all these people.
No, but that's completely a way. That doesn't make sense.
What doesn't?
It's not. They're not analogous or homologous or analogous. I think.
I think they're
not similar.
They don't.
They're not similar.
The point is that letter means jack shit. Is what I don't think it matters.
Okay, what did the letter say?
The letter was 65 women that he knew in high school, basically saying, yeah, this guy was always respectful to women, always had a good character and whatever. And it's like, who the fuck cares? Like, that doesn't mean shit.
It does mean something, because if he was at parties with these women and say they actually had consensual intercourse, right? Then doesn't that make it a strong case that he was actually
we don't know
not
if they had
that
intercourse.
Type of person?
We don't know if he had intercourse with them. These were just women who knew him, and we're like, okay, well, he had a good character.
They were just random girls. If they're just
they
girls,
weren't totally random. They did know him, but like,
no, I mean random girls that knew him.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I know what you're trying to say, but it doesn't mean anything. It only takes one instance of this happening. You know, I don't think anyone's saying this guy's a predator or this happened consistently. They're saying, well, she's saying, the accuser, I was almost raped that night. So it doesn't matter if 65 women are like, oh, okay, well, he's a good guy. It's like, okay, so what? If he did this, that kind of changes the whole fucking narrative, right?
Yeah, if he did it. But then how are you going to prove his innocence? It's trying to prove his innocence.
I don't think you can prove this. But at the same time, people are... There's so many, like, questions going on, right? There's people asking, first off, how do we prove this happened? Second, why should that be the standard? Because obviously the standard in a court of law is innocent until proven guilty. But this isn't a court of law. This is literally just a promotion to the highest court in the land. So some people are arguing, and I would agree, that we shouldn't do innocent until proven guilty, because we're not saying this guy needs to be convicted to go to jail. We're saying if this guy has a credible accusation of sexual assault, we need to investigate this and figure out where we go from here. Because this is a lot of fucking baggage to have on a Supreme Court justice.
Yeah and no. I don't think there's anything to investigate.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I want to subpoena Mark Judge.
It's pretty clear cut. It's pretty clear cut if the friend says yes or no. Pretty much.
I want the motherfucker to testify. That's what I want. Republicans are like, no, let's do a he said, she said thing. Let's have them both testify. It's like, okay, well, that's not enough. That doesn't mean shit. We need to have more info. We need to go deeper into this, And there's also the fact that, hold on. Fuck what I was going to say.
And I mean, even if she loses, there's going to be a huge uproar by women everywhere. Well, not all women, but feminist types.
Oh yeah,
either way, this just shows that people like men or some stupid shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's also the fact that Clarence Thomas, who's on the Supreme Court, he had the same situation back in like '91 when he was nominated. We found out that Anita Hill came forward and was like, this guy was very sexually assaultive and harassed me while I was working with him, and that seemed way more credible. And this happened when he was an adult. So some people are like, okay, so it looks like Clarence Thomas got out scot-free because he got confirmed. Are we going to do the same thing with Brett Kavanaugh? I mean, thing is, it looks like this situation is way less cut and dry than it was with Clarence Thomas. But I don't know. It's just nuts. Like, how pissed off do you think women are going to be if Roe v. Wade gets overturned and they're like, okay, so we have two men on the Supreme Court who were both like credibly accused of sexual assault, and they were like, okay, let's see what we can do with women's bodies or whatever. I totally see that line of defense happening. It's just not going to look good for the country.
Yeah. Well.
And then there's also people saying, well, he did this when he was 17. Should we hold people accountable for what they did at 17 years old?
That argument's kind of stupid. I feel like that argument's kind of dumb. I mean, sure, people do stupid shit when they're in high school.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like something like this, of this caliber, like you're not gonna say. I mean, I'm not trying to compare rape and murder, but I'm just saying, like, if some guy killed a guy while in high school, should it be treated any different if you figure out that he killed somebody during high school 35 years later or something like that?
Yeah. That's always the logical conclusion of that statement. And the funny thing is, I've seen people defend it. I've seen, there's, Megan McArdle on Twitter. She always has, massive hot takes. Like, she's a beast at giving crazy-ass hot takes on Twitter. And she's basically like, well, even if a teenager killed somebody, I would still want to confirm them to the Supreme Court. And I'm like, that's fucking crazy, but at least I appreciate the consistency, because she's like, well, there's a reason why we have laws that expunge records for juveniles. And it's like, I don't know, dude. I mean, if you committed, terrorist acts, or you, shot up your school, there's a line that I would draw. And to her, I don't think there's a line that she will draw. And there's some lines that people won't draw. Or same thing with her, where they're like, oh, well, he was 17. Yeah, he tried to rape a girl, but, he was 17. And it's like, that's so fucking stupid, I think. I don't know.
I think, actually, when it comes to anything sexual, I think it's not as clear-cut.
Okay.
Because that's more or less ambiguous. When you're growing up, when normal people grow up, they learn from a very young age that they shouldn't kill anybody, right?
Sure.
But you only learn about the sexual intricacies later in life, when you're 13 plus, right? I mean, sure, your parents probably talk to you when you're 9 or 10 about it, but still, it's different. You only learn intricacies later in life, which sort of gives leeway to your behavior when you're in high school.
Sure. And let's also not forget that your brain isn't fully developed until 25.
Until when?
Until 25.
Oh yeah.
That's what they all say, right? It's at 25, that's when your brain stops developing usually. So at 17, obviously your brain's not fully developed, but I don't know. I feel like, well, there's two arguments to make, right? You can say, well, most people did not do this at 17. You know, like, I didn't fucking rape anybody at 17 years old. I mean, there's also the argument that's like, well, that's, if anything, you're saying that your brain developed faster than somebody who did do that, right? Let's say Brett Kavanaugh, hypothetically, did not have as fast brain development as, I know it's kind of weird to say that, but, like, as fast brain development as some other men. So he was so impulsive, possibly peer pressured by his friend Mark Judge, that he did this, and you can't hold him accountable for it. And
that's true.
I think that's a reasonable argument. But then there's also the counter, which is that if he did do this, he's lying about it. And that's a testament to who he is right now. If you're going to say, well, okay, fine. Are you going to hold this man accountable for something he did at 17 years old? But he's lying about it right now at 50-something. That's a big fucking difference right there. That's where it gets fishy, you know?
Interesting.
And again, we don't know for a fact that he did do this. So it gets tough. It's a tough fucking situation.
Yeah, well, I don't know what they do if they do an investigation.
I think it's not going to take too long, which I don't understand why nobody wants it. Or not nobody, but the Republicans are like, no, we don't want to delay. It's like, delay. It would take like 3 days tops. And who the fuck cares about delays, dude? You guys held up a seat because Obama nominated some guy for like almost a fucking year. Actually, over a year. And it was almost a year since he nominated somebody. I think we can survive a fucking delay, okay? For something as serious as this, yeah.
All right, makes sense.
Man, yeah, there's just so many angles and arguments to go through the motions with this shit, right? It looks like both sides are trying to, make this look as good for them as they possibly can. You have Democrats who are trying to delay, and you have Republicans who are just trying to fucking push through the whole thing. But I don't understand. It's like, why not, why are you focused so much on this one dude? Because you have a list of justices or judges who are going to have the same fucking opinions as Brett Kavanaugh anyway. So if he has so much baggage, why fucking put so much investment into it, And my guess is because if they're going to look weak if they try to get rid of him. Because then it's going to be like, oh, why should we vote for you guys if one allegation is going to derail an entire nomination,
That's true.
Yeah.
One allegation.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough situation. That's why I can't wait until the hearing, which should happen next week unless she keeps fucking delaying like usual. Oh, I can't fly because I have a fear of closed spaces without an exit. And it's like, all right, well, that's a problem, isn't it? And Chuck Grassley, who's like the fucking chairman of the committee, he's like, well, we'll send aides to you if you don't want to come here and do this publicly. And she's like, no, I want to do this publicly, but I want to drive there. And it's like, what the fuck? It's insane. It's insanity, man. Fuck.
Well, talking about planes, I want to, whenever I want to go fly, or later in my life, right? When I fly in a plane, I want to, for carry-on luggage, I want to have a parachute, just in case, military grade parachute.
Yeah.
That way, just in case anything goes wrong, in that very rare moment, I'm already ready.
Sure. Yeah. But yeah, I think people's minds are broken a little bit from this whole situation. Like, there's this guy, Ed Whelan, on Twitter, who is the director of the Ethics and Public Policy Center, I want to say. Did I get that right? Yeah. The Ethics and Public Policy Center, which is pretty funny considering what I'm about to say. He did this massive thread on Twitter basically outlining what he considered credible evidence that it wasn't Kavanaugh who did the raping. It was a guy who looked like Brett Kavanaugh, who was a classmate of his, who did this. And what he did was he got Google Maps, he got Zillow floor plans. And he was basically saying, look, let's look at where all these people live, or where they lived in this area, right? So he fucking shows the Google map of it. He thinks it's this house. It's this specific house where they all know each other, right? Where they could converge on this one house. And the house is owned by a classmate of Brett Kavanaugh, who he takes two pictures. Like, he gives a side-by-side comparison. Honestly, they don't look that similar. Let me see if I can find a picture so you guys can see for yourself. But, holy fuck. Let me see what I can do. And he's basically insinuating that this is probably the guy who did it. And that's really fucking stupid to say on Twitter. Because that gets you to a point where it's looking like libel. Alright, here's the picture. Here, so you can see it too. Tell me if these two look similar. Alright, let me change it to...
A little
bit, right? Like the hairstyle, but...
No, not even the hairstyle.
Their faces aren't that similar. I don't think the faces are that similar.
You gotta look at certain facial features.
Like what?
You gotta look at nose position.
The nose okay, I'll give you the nose.
Nose girth.
I'll give you the nose.
Distance between the eyes.
The eyes.
The eyebrow volume.
Eyebrows distance is pretty different. The eyes are different. The mouth is different. The chin is different. Brett Kavanaugh has a weaker chin than this other guy over here.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're in the heat of the moment, you've been at a party, you've been drinking,
see, that's what I was
could literally like mix together.
Sure, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, well, we don't know what happened that night for sure, so it's possible she barely got a glimpse of the guy.
Wait, what if she was just all over the place, fucking everybody then? I'm fucking
Well, by the way, this was a hypothesis that I had for a little bit too. I was thinking, well, what if this happened? What if it was somebody else that she confused him with? Because Brett Kavanaugh was pushing this theory a little bit too. He was like, well, I think she's got me confused with somebody else. And the thing why that is so crazy is because, first off, this Twitter thread was fucking insane, just so we get that clear. Like, Twitter basically died a little. Like, legal Twitter especially. They're like, are you fucking crazy for putting this in public? What are you doing? Like, you consider this credible? We can see you have some Zillow maps and some fucking Google. Like, the Zillow part was, like, floor plans of the house. And he was like, well, let's look at what his house looked like. The way she described the situation, it was like, oh, okay, well, if you look at this, there was a bedroom upstairs. And it's like, dude, what house, especially with this architecture, doesn't have a fucking, like, bedroom at the top of the stairs with a bathroom across it? It's so stupid, right? And it could be very well true, but here's the thing. Dr. Ford came out on the record and she said, I knew both of these people. I guarantee you there is a 0% chance I got them confused. So that's a really strong statement from her, right? It's crazy fucking shit.
What if she's just full hellbent on trying to get this guy to get off the nomination?
I mean, to be fair, she does have, I forgot to mention this, I think. She had therapist notes from 2012 that detailed the sexual assault. And she was saying to her husband that Brett Kavanaugh did this to me back in, like, 2002. Well before he was ever considered for this nomination. So unless she has a time machine, or she's this diabolical genius who's been playing this for 6+ years, doesn't look like that's true at all. The therapist notes to me are like the biggest piece of evidence in this whole situation, because it kind of defeats that whole narrative that it's like she's just one person who wants to derail this nomination because she's afraid of having another conservative justice.
What position did Kavanaugh have when she went to the psychiatrist for this?
He was a DC Circuit judge. He's still he's been on the DC Circuit for a long time. So, and she was saying that I think one day he'll be on the Supreme Court, because that's usually what happens to a lot of DC Circuit judges. They get constantly considered for the Supreme Court. So again, unless she's been planning this for 6+ years, that doesn't have a whole lot of water to it, you know. that's why I think it's so credible, because you have the therapist notes, you have the fact that she knew these people, and the fact that, you know, she's not just some random crazy lunatic, she's literally a professor, you know. But Brett Kavanaugh is like, I did not do this. End of story. So you have two very strong statements, and one guy who's like, I don't remember. I don't know. It just doesn't look good. It doesn't look good.
Yeah, it's kind of nasty. Talking about nasty.
The Toad, yeah.
Yeah, yo, Toad.
I was about to transition that too. I was gonna be like, it doesn't look good. And speaking of things that don't look good, Trump's dick is apparently. Let's just get right into it, right? Trump's dick apparently looks awful. I mean, Stormy Daniels is getting a book coming out soon, and she went on the record saying, or with an excerpt, I think it was with the book, saying that he has, quote, Yeti pubes and a penis that looks like that guy, that mushroom guy from Mario Kart, who's Toad, right? So let me just get a picture of Toad real fast.
Toad is what's up. Toad is probably the best character.
I just want to burn everyone's fucking brains a little bit.
Toad, best character in Mario, 100%.
So that's apparently what his dick looks like. I don't know.
Looks like a mushroom. Nice.
Yeah, it looks like, so that's, yeah, she's basically saying the tip is like so weirdly mushroom shaped and shit. It's like, all right. So that was like, I want to say Thursday or Wednesday, like morning, and probably Wednesday, I want to say, or maybe it was Monday. I don't know. This week's was fucking crazy, but that basically fucking killed everybody. It was something that just has to be burned into your brain now for the rest of your life, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised he hasn't responded to this. I guess he's trying to restrain himself as much as possible from saying my dick does not look like a mushroom. I can't get over this shit. I mean,
there's not too much to say about this other than Stormy Daniels saying that
Daniels
it looks like a
to fucking fuck this guy, man.
Or how much did she get paid by the liberal to say that she fucked him?
Actually, she was paid off to not say it by Michael Cohen. That's the funny thing.
Oh shit!
That's
all right.
Yeah, it's a big part of why he pleaded guilty for that, right? So, I know there's not too much to say about this, but I just had to fucking mention it because it is one of the greatest pieces of news from this era. I think, just you know, it took about 20 years for us to mention a president's genitals again. Last time was like Bill Clinton. And now we gotta talk about this shit, and it's fucking weird.
I know, right? What if Trump comes out saying, I did not have sexual relations with that woman?
I did not. It'd be a lie.
It'd be a lie.
Yeah, it'd be a complete lie. And
or what if he comes out and says, I did have sexual relations with that woman?
You know what's amazing is that she can say literally anything about this guy's genitals, and he can't say anything because he's not gonna fucking go on Twitter and be like, this is not what my dick looks like, okay? She could literally say that he has like a mangled weird ass penis that has like warts all over it, and it could be completely untrue, and he couldn't say shit because he knows that everyone knows that they had sex with each other, and he's not gonna fucking comment publicly. At least I hope to God he doesn't. Because actually, I hope he does. Let's be real here. But it's not what you're supposed to do.
He's gonna be like, "Does this look like Toad to you?" And then post
oh my! The world's first presidential dick pic. I think that might be amazing. Does this look like Toad?
Does this look like Toad to you, bitch?
Dude, apparently the Nintendo Life Twitter account was like, they were saying, oh, look, Toad and Mario Kart are trending on Twitter. This is a great day. And then literally 5 minutes later, they realized why it was trending. And they're like, this is the worst day for Toad since his like hat was taken off from him or something. Oh, and it's like, that is one of the greatest fuck ups I've ever seen. They were also saying, sorry guys, one of our social media intern posted that they're going to be getting coffee for us for the rest of the week or something, you know, something a little silly. And it's like, dude, that is the greatest intern mistake that I've seen in a while. I have to say that is fucking hilarious. The last great intern mistake that I've seen was 9/11/2017, when Ted Cruz's Twitter had a like for porn. Like, it was literally, it was a liked tweet and it was porn, and the excuse was one of the staff liked it by accident. And I'm just like, that is one of the greatest things that's ever happened. And of course, it had to happen on 9/11. It's fucking amazing. Oh, shit.
On 9/11.
9/11. Speaking of amazing, we have the Joker images coming out. No trailer yet, but we're gonna have to talk about this, because this looks fucking
no
awesome.
Trailer, just a picture.
Yeah, we got
of what's this guy's name again?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix.
So that's the GIF. We've got Joaquin Phoenix looking in very different makeup from pretty much every other Joker we've seen. And shit, I gotta say, when I fucking saw this, when I saw the reveal, DC put this on their Twitter. This is an official reveal. We've had both leaked set footage and now this official little tease from DC. And to be clear, this is supposed to be separate from the DCEU. This is not supposed to be related to, like, Jared Leto's Joker, because that was fucking terrible. And they're trying to, like, just fucking do away with that. I think their best strategy is to just make good movies outside of the DC Extended Universe and go from there. That's the only thing they can do.
Yeah, they gotta roll with that instead.
What do you think of the makeup?
The makeup? I don't know. It's unique.
Yeah, it's like John Wayne Gacy-ish.
He wanted to go from somewhere in the middle between and who's this other guy? The guy on my profile picture.
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson, exactly.
Yeah,
somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, it does look a lot like Heath in terms of the hair, but everything else different.
Yeah, very.
Everything else is different. The makeup is different. The clothing is a little different. Let's also look at this one picture that we got from the actual set. Hold on 1 second. So this looks interesting too. This is like, there are also some other pictures. I don't feel like pulling them up though, but there were a few pictures of him on the set with this makeup, with the costume, and honest to God, I can't help but think this looks amazing. It just looks so good. Because
hopefully they don't fuck it up.
That's the thing, is I'm afraid of them fucking it up, obviously, but because they could easily do it. But if they strike the right tone, which is like, just to clarify, this whole movie is an origin story of the Joker. His name is Arthur. He's a failed stand-up comedian, and he just becomes Joker. So I've seen people basically say, I want this to be similar to Taxi Driver, where it's like this descent into madness, and I think that'd be fucking amazing.
That'd be good.
They're not going to do that, though.
A descent into madness.
There is just no way that they can get that right.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for them.
Yeah, it's Taxi Driver is a masterpiece. It doesn't have to be as good as Taxi Driver. It just has to strike the right tone. That's the only thing they can do. And Joaquin Phoenix.
Or I'm all right with one moment where he snaps, but it has to be done right. That one moment can't be some bullshit gimmick.
God, they'll fuck it up. Now, I don't know. Honestly, the more I see about this movie, the more I'm excited, but I always have to be skeptical because it's fucking DC. They always fuck up. Besides Wonder Woman. That's like the one non-fuck up.
Well, I don't watch cape shit, so.
But this isn't cape shit.
Exactly.
So you went in here. This is supposed to come out October 4th, 2019. It's written and directed by the guy who wrote Borat. So that should give you some consideration.
Yeah.
And there's also, what else? I trust Joaquin Phoenix to do a good job. It's hard to be disappointed with Joaquin Phoenix. It really is. He's always good.
Yeah, he always works well, but the thing is, it's not about if he works well or not. It's about the story. You know, it's
Absolutely.
about the writing
Absolutely.
and the directing. I mean, sure, he can redeem the movie at least a little bit if his performance is outstanding, but still, it's about the screenwriting and the directing. So
Yeah.
kind of.
I mean, the thing is with like Jared Leto's Joker, the reason why it was so bad is because everything was bad. The writing was bad, the character was bad, the direction was bad, the movie was bad, the acting was bad, the character was bad. There was no redeemable fucking aspect to this whole thing. But with this, you got a solid writer and director who could pull off a masterpiece or possibly massively fuck it up, especially if DC tries to interfere. You've got an amazing actor. I love the design of the Joker. I know it doesn't really look like the Joker. It looks more like, it just looks like a crazy clown guy. But I'm fine with that. Just the fucking vibes I get from that gif where he's like smiling a little and then he fucking, his face just has like that muted expression. It's so fucking good. This has to be well made. Otherwise, you're done. DC, you're done. Because I was so skeptical when they first announced like this was happening, and they were saying that, oh, we're gonna have a Joker origin movie, and it's like that sounds fucking dumb. But then the more I see about this, I'm starting to turn around to it.
But at the same time, I liked the Joker because his origin was so uncertain.
Yeah,
But
me
now
too.
we're gonna know his origin.
Yeah, exactly. Like Heath Ledger, we didn't know anything about his Joker. Pretty much any other Joker. That's how the comics work, right? This is based off the Killing Joke comic, which goes into the Joker's origin story. But then the writers were like, that's one possibility of who the Joker really is, because they don't want to definitively say this is the Joker, because that takes away so much of the aura and what makes the Joker so great. But that's like the biggest origin story of the Joker is the Killing Joke.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this shit. I don't want to feel like I'm watching a DC movie. I want to feel like I'm watching a fucking like Oscar nominee worthy film. And I don't think I'm gonna get that, but I don't know. We'll see.
Well, no cape shit movie has ever been nominated for an Oscar in the first place.
Not for Best Picture yet. Dark Knight should have been, but it didn't. Actually, the Dark Knight not being nominated was like the impetus for them increasing the number of movies that could be nominated. Because before it was like way less, and now it's like 9 or like I think 9 or 10 is the max for nominees for Best Picture, and they did it after that Oscars because people were like, no fucking Dark Knight. Yeah, nope.
Yeah, well,
that was good.
When was Dark Knight?
08.
Oh, 08?
Yeah.
Wow. And then even after they extended it, they couldn't fit Drive in.
No.
For the 2011.
No, not worth it.
Dude, a lot of people were complaining that Drive wasn't on there, but they allowed some what's it called? They allowed some movie X that they knew was some Oscar bait.
Really? Which one?
Yeah, I forget what the movie's called, but
it makes sense if it's Oscar bait. You won't remember.
Yeah, exactly. So it was like next level Oscar bait, but they didn't allow Drive in. And then somebody said, "Oh, because it's too violent or it has violent scenes," and I'm like, "What the fuck? Are you serious?" And then I looked it up, and I mean, I haven't really seen any movies that are violent in nature be nominated for Oscars. So, what are the unwritten rules for Oscar nominations? I don't understand.
I don't know. I'll be right back. You keep talking about Drive. I'll be back in like a minute.
About Drive?
Or whatever. Or whatever. For a minute, I'll be right back.
All right. Drive, huh? Well, I'm not going to talk about Drive, so I'm going to talk about something else. I'm going to start talking about no. This is interesting. I don't know what to talk about. They caught me on the spot, dude. I'm reading passages from actual academic literature here. So I don't want to talk about this because it'll be boring. Oh, okay. I wanted to talk about Parasite Eve because I don't know, for some reason I was reading about Parasite Eve. So I was reading up on Parasite Eve. I mean, I know I've played the first one and the second one on PS1, and I knew that they had a third game called The Third Birthday, and then I also read about the developers no longer having the IP or something happening to the IP where they can no longer use the name Parasite Eve. But that's beside the point. So I started looking into the actual like source material for Parasite Eve, and apparently it's based on this Japanese novel of what was the Japanese novel about? Okay, the Japanese novel was under this. It goes by the same name, Parasite Eve, and it was about. Well, the whole thing is about this guy's wife dying in a car accident. I think, I don't remember, and the mitochondria are like a different cell, or it's like it has a mind of its own. And the book itself is very technically demanding in the sense that they used medical terminology and a whole bunch of biology terms that a layperson won't really understand. But yeah, so that's why a lot of people don't like the book, and that's why it has mixed reviews. So I thought that was interesting. I don't think the idea of having countries fight back, though, that's kind of stupid because we kind of ourselves kind of work together. They don't work; they're not separate. We work together, although we do have separate DNA. But regardless, the story is still interesting if you ignore that whole point. Then the whole story is actually pretty interesting. And about like surgeries, and apparently there's like monster rape twice. So
it's Japanese like then.
Yeah, it's Japanese. But apparently, but the guy is not the guy raping. Apparently, I think it's the monster. The monster was the woman, something like that. So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting stuff there, my dude.
Yeah.
And apparently the movie was shit, obviously, because movies are shit when they're based off of games or yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I read about Parasite Eve. Cool. And I want to replay it on PS4 because I think it's got released on PSN, so I should be able to buy it for like $5. But anyway, okay, so on to the next thing. Telltale Games, huh?
It's fucked. It's they're going out of business, folks.
Good. I'm tired of PSN. I'm tired of PSN giving me free Telltale Games. Give me a real game. Give me a real game.
Wait, which?
The only reason I ever download Telltale Games is to just pretty much. My bad. Is to pretty much like do nothing. Just press the same button while I'm doing something else until there's a quick time event, and then I just like do the quick time event, and then I continue. It's literally to fish for trophies. That's it.
Which Telltale Games did you get for free?
I got the Game of Thrones one. I got the Borderlands one. A bunch of others.
I heard the Borderlands one was good. I didn't play it.
The Borderlands one, you don't even get to have a romance with the main woman. You get to have a romance with the little girl, which is kind of weird.
What the fuck? Dude, honestly, I only played Walking Dead and Walking Dead 2. And I loved Walking Dead 1. And Walking Dead 2 was, like, acceptably good. So, I know, like, the third season's out, right? Like, the final, or was it the fourth? I don't fucking remember because I think I, like, skipped a season. But they're done, right? This is the last season of games they're making. And then they're like, we're fucked. I want to say it was, like, 220 employees who worked at Telltale. So it kind of sucks. It really does because I don't know how they're out of business. I thought they were successful. I thought they were a really successful video games company. How the fuck did this happen?
I knew that they were gonna fucking die. I mean, I keep getting their games for free. I'm pretty sure nobody wants to pay for
I
them.
thought there was a lot of
Getting
demand for their fucking games. Or maybe it was just The Walking Dead, and then like everything else, they didn't give a shit. I don't know. I want to say Borderlands was a good seller. I don't know for a fact though. I didn't. I'm not a fucking analyst of the video games industry, but they are filing for bankruptcy, and I gotta say I'm pretty sad because I fucking like those Walking Dead games. I know you didn't play them, and apparently you didn't like the idea of how these games are made, but I did like it because I'm fine with story rich games. I really am.
This is not even story. This is a story, dude. You're like reading a book. You're not. I'm not even fucking with you. You're reading a book.
I know, but it's a little enticing. It's like,
so yeah, Tales had this.
I'll grant you that point. I think it's because gamers don't read jack shit, so they're fine playing something that's basically like a book.
Yeah, pretty much. I agree. I agree on it. Although I already read enough as is, so I don't want to sit there and bore my ass while I'm playing games. It's counterintuitive in my point of view. But yeah, so I played Tales from the Borderlands, which was it was all right. There were some parts that were interesting. Game of Thrones, which was also somewhat interesting, kind of stupid, but somewhat interesting. At one point, I started like picking the worst options. That way, I would get the shortest story. But yeah, no. So let's see, what else? Minecraft? No. Walking Dead.
Oh, I forgot they made a fucking Minecraft game, dude.
Yeah, I'm reading all their thing. Game of Thrones season.
They're
2.
apparently keeping 25 employees as like a skeleton crew to finish the season.
They were gonna do one on Stranger Things, but it got
no
canceled.
Way. Are you serious? They're trying to take like the most hot IP and fucking make a story about it. It's like, all right. I mean, I guess it wasn't sustainable. What the fuck?
It wasn't because they only got canceled right now because what's it called? Because they're filing for bankruptcy, right? I mean, right now they're on The Walking Dead, the final season, and they still had to cancel it.
Well, they're finishing the season, the final season.
Really? It says 2 episodes and then 2 canceled.
Oh, really? Well, they're leaving 25 to finish, I think. They have like 250 employees. But all games that had been in development have been canceled, besides, I think, the season they're going to finish.
Okay.
Oh, look at this. It says the remaining skeleton crew was kept to complete the 5-part series Minecraft Story Mode for release on Netflix. Wait, what? On Netflix? How does this shit work?
Who knows, dude?
It's not even a game, dude.
Exactly. It's not even. It's not a game.
Yeah,
Telltale Games are not games.
Yeah, 2 episodes, 2 canceled. Not even games.
I know Telltale. We make fun of Riot Games for having one game. Telltale Games has no games.
I think that was the big problem. Is that I read in one of the reports that the employees were saying they were pressured to make games so quickly, and it's like, all right, well, you got a lot of games under your name, but they were rushed, and it's not looking good. Like, fuck, why can't studios get this right? Fucking, I think most studios do, but they fucked up. I'm fine with delays, okay? If you have to delay to make a game better, do it. By all means, go ahead if it makes the game better. Do not fucking rush a piece of shit. That pisses off everybody.
That's true only if they have the money to sustain themselves for
they should have plenty of
the
money.
Extension.
They should have had plenty of money.
Apparently not if they're filing for bankruptcy.
I think that's just from bad management skill. I'm not sure. I wouldn't be surprised if management fucked it up.
I think it's the reason everything was rushed is sort of how when the hill is too steep and you start running, you have to keep running, and at some point you have to run so fast that you fall over. Yeah, exactly. This is exactly what happened. So they hit the ground running downhill. So they're already increasing in speed. and then they have to keep rushing and rushing and rushing, and now they're reaching the crash.
Dude,
this is the point
this
where
is
they
fucking
trip.
crazy the way they did it. It said staff were informed of the layoffs today and were given roughly 30 minutes to leave the building. Wow, dude. That's fucking crazy.
That's my theory, dude. You're running down a hill in the beginning of the trip, as in like after they trip.
Wasn't The Wolf Among Us supposed to be good?
Yeah, apparently a lot of their games are supposed to be good.
There's supposed to be a second season of it.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know about the Stranger Things one. That, I don't totally follow this shit, but wow.
I didn't either. I just Googled it.
It looks like, according to The Verge, layoffs come a few months after revelations that Telltale was a studio mired in toxic management that included employees being subjected to constant overwork. Yeah, exactly. Management fucked it up. Management always fucks this up. I'm telling you. Fuck, man.
The guys from management won't like this.
This is what happens when you get dumbass business majors trying to run a fucking video games company. You get this shit. You get Telltale Games. God damn it, dude. Let the fucking developers make a good game. Stop rushing them like fucking imbeciles, dude. You're never gonna get a good product.
Make the devs not work too hard, dude.
You can work hard, but like rushing them, trying to overwork them to meet deadlines that should not be there, it's fucking retarded. Holy shit, man. Management. Fucking dumb. So apparently the co-founder and former CEO sued the company seeking recovery of financial damages. Telltale described the suit as meritless and an apparent means of extracting revenge on a company already under financial strain. So it was a fucking mess, dude. That's fucking awful. It really is. It's fucking terrible. Just last November, they laid off 90 of their employees, which was 25% of its workforce. Damn, dude. Damn. Damn. By the way, why did they have 220 employees? Or 250, something like that. That's probably way too much for a studio that's supposed to be making relatively small games. I don't. That's probably a big reason why it was a fucking mess. Yeah. I just don't feel like they needed 250 employees, but I could be wrong. I mean, it depends on how hard they were trying to work their devs. I don't know.
These guys are noobs, okay? Let them be noobs.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so what was he saying? Oh yeah, and the PS Classic.
It is happening. Introducing PlayStation Classic with 20 preloaded games.
What are the games?
The games. Let me see. There's a whole list. I only see some of them, like the big ones. It's gonna have Final Fantasy VII, Tekken 3, Wild Arms, and 17 other quote legendary titles. It will be $99.99, and it's a miniature version of the PlayStation Classic. Pretty fucking small. So, yeah, they basically so it doesn't have the full list that I can see. It says Final Fantasy VII, Jumping Flash, Ridge Racer Type 4, Tekken 3, and Wild Arms. Is anyone like going to give a fuck about this?
Probably not.
Oh, this guy. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Why? We don't even have the full games list. I mean, I guess if those are the only games you want, and you really give a fuck about nostalgia, which is a meme, then okay.
Nostalgia. You have no idea, dude. You have no idea, some people. Some people that I know.
Really?
That we know. That guy.
Oh, yeah. Not naming names.
Not naming any names.
Not naming any names. But we know.
But you're a nostalgia fag.
Did he? Nostalgia. I like that one. Did he say he wants to buy this?
I have no idea. He hasn't talked to me.
He will. 100%.
He will probably buy it. Why? Because he's played Final Fantasy VII. I mean, I don't blame him. Final Fantasy VII is good.
Sure.
But I would fucking play it on an emulator. Tekken 3, I have that on an emulator. I have it right now. Like on this shit.
Yeah, you streamed the game.
Yeah, I streamed the game, for Christ's sake. Anyway, Wild Arms, 17 other legendary titles. Interesting.
Why drop $100 on this? Is my question. Like, what are the hot takes? I want to see some hot takes. All right. Like, obviously, we both are like, who the fuck cares, right? But there's gotta be some nostalgia fags who are like, can I even say that anymore? Can I say the F word on this fucking site anymore? Whatever. Nostalgia nerds who really fucking care about this.
Nerds. The double N's.
Oh. Nostalgia nerds, yeah.
You gonna say the N word, dude? Nostalgia. Nostalgia. Nice one.
Oh, damn, you got me, dude. Fuck. So yeah, it's way smaller than the original, which is like great because I guess you need more space. I would say
can you still put CDs in there?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Like the CD space.
So it's like a Walkman now.
It's like a Walkman. It's very small.
So yeah, like a Walkman.
Yeah. But I mean, you see the pictures. It compares it side by side. Why fucking get this, dude? So Sony really, like, I don't know, man. Sony is making
Sony's
bank
going
already.
For the nostalfags, man.
They really are.
Nerds. Nostal people.
The nostal people. Because they know that a lot of kids grew up on not Nintendo, fucking PlayStation, right? So they're aiming for like that demographic. It's like, Tekken 3, Final Fantasy 7, You know, it's like I've never grown up, so I need this console. It's like, come on, dude, fuck me.
Some guy in the comments on the official blog PlayStation said that Jesus, great way for Sony to make extra. Get a simulator on your PC, hook it up to the TV with an HDMI, and play with a wireless remote.
Whoa! Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Why not just get a fucking emulator? Why do you have to have this? Who the fuck? Like, you can't even say, "Oh, my PC's not gonna run it." These are games from ages ago. They can run it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the fuck, your laptop runs Tekken 3 for fuck's sake.
I know, and for anything to run on my laptop,
I just think this is a waste of $100, honestly. I mean,
the only reason I could see it is if they don't have the emulator, and for some reason you still have the CD. That's the only reasoning behind it.
You still have the CDs.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Oh my god, it's so fucking dumb. I can't get over this shit. I mean, I understand the case for buying a PS4. There's a lot of really good exclusives. Spider-Man is apparently really good. It's apparently 45% smaller. Actually, you can't even put CDs. Actually, you cannot put CDs. Those 20 preloaded games, I already said they're preloaded. So you cannot. It's not even like gonna fit CDs. What the fuck?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's stupid. Then it's 100% stupid.
Why don't they give the whole fucking list? People are guessing and people are hoping what the games are going to be, and we only have like a few that have been confirmed, right? So I don't know. It's just fucking dumb, especially when you don't know the whole games list. You can't put CDs in, so you're hoping that list of 20 is going to be good. Here's the thing: if they've only released like 4 or 5 names, those are the best names. The rest, you're fucking done, kiddo. They're not going to be useful. You're probably be like, oh, well. It's just garbage value. I don't know.
I'm looking at this game, Nightmare Creatures 2. Yo, I grew up with this, dude. Nightmare Creatures. Dude, this is so weird. I grew up with well, I mean, it might not even be on the list, to be honest. But I grew up with this game. And this game is so, like, disturbing, I guess, or perturbed, that the fucking main menu is a whole bunch of different items, right, in a room, and what's it called, when you hover the item, or no, each item corresponds to something, right, like continue game, new game, options, etc., right? All those things. and whenever you hover over a selection, you're essentially using a meat cleaver and like chopping whatever it is that you're over. And one of the items is a doll, and you chop its head off. It's just fucking hilarious. So I grew up with this, which kind of tells you why I'm so kind of messed in the head, huh?
I guess maybe that'll be on the list of 20 games, dude.
Yeah,
What's it called again?
It's called Nightmare Creatures 2.
Nightmare Creatures 2. All right, so it's not a game that anyone really wants, so it might just be on the list. We've got 5 confirmed. We need 15 to guess, and I'm not guessing 15. So don't buy this shit is my advice. 45% smaller. Who the fuck cares if it's 45% smaller? What the fuck do you need the space for? What are you putting in there? All the other fucking retro consoles you bought? Fuck off, dude. Get out of here. Comes with 2 controllers, a PlayStation Classic, 20 preloaded games, $100. You call that value, I call that nostalgia bait.
Nostal bait.
Nostal bait. And bait. Uh-oh. N-word bait.
N-word bait. What a freaking N for nostalgia.
God damn.
Oh, dude, I want to show you the menu.
The menu?
Yeah. The menu that I just described to you. But okay. I can't find it. There's no picture of it, so I have to pull
It's going to be on the list. It has to be on the list. No one's ever heard of it. No one wants it. It has
what are you talking about? No one. The only reason I remember it is because somebody did it.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, so 2 people want it, which means it has to be on the list.
Yeah, which means it has to be on the list.
Has to be on the list.
Oh, I just got something. Then learn it. You have all resources to do so. Game over, noobs. Alright, let's see if this video has it.
What's the video?
The video is this guy starting...
Oh, for the game, okay.
Yeah.
$100, dude. What's the PS4? What, $400? Yeah, it's $400, right?
Yeah. You get like every game that you're gonna be playing on the PS1, I think is on PSN. So
it's so fucking dumb. Oh, look at my PlayStation Classic, guys. I showed.
Dude, if you have a PlayStation Classic, unironically, and your girlfriend is not fat, you're a unicorn. As in, you don't exist.
You're a soy boy. Yeah, they might have a girlfriend, but they're getting fucked on the side. So I mean,
for sure.
It doesn't really matter.
By someone that's not even a chat.
Yeah, they're
by a beta. You're a delta, dude.
They're playing on their PlayStation Classic while their girlfriend is getting fucked like 4 times a week by somebody else. 100%. That's who you are if you buy this console. I am shaming you before it comes out in December, I believe. December 3rd, it's planning to come out.
Somebody's asking. Wow, what a shame.
Asking what?
I thought somebody was in the chat asking. I'm not in the.
Oh no one's in the chat. No one's talking in the chat.
Okay. So you're just putting it out there, then?
Yeah. No, I'm giving it out because I think it's important to get the release date out. It came out in '94. They're releasing this in December 3rd, 2018. Cool. Who the fuck cares? 45% smaller. You can't even put a fucking CD in there. So if you got old CDs, you can't even put it in there. What the fuck? It's ridiculous. Oh my god. I mean, I guess there's some market for this shit. I don't know. It's like,
no market.
I can't get over the fact there's no CD tray. It's 20 preloaded games, and you better hope that they're fucking good. And they haven't announced all the games yet. What a meme.
I think they're like waiting for people to speculate so they can add more.
Yeah, I know they haven't finished the list. They're like, all right, what does everyone want? Let's put it on there.
Yeah, what does everybody want? So we'll put them in.
They're gonna overwork their employees just like fucking Telltale's management, dude. Sony will go bankrupt.
That's doubtful.
I know.
Anyway.
But, I guess
With
Sony's
Cage
management is
3
good.
coming out?
I guess Sony's management is good. Telltale's trash management.
Oh, right here. You could tell it's in the beginning, the first couple seconds of this video right here. Boom.
This video.
Yeah, you see that there's the menu is a whole bunch of different items,
Wait.
and one of them is like chopping a doll.
Let me get this up right here.
It's within the first 10 seconds.
Wait, let me fucking play it. Okay. Dude, this looks so weird. What the fuck?
I know. That's a menu.
That's a menu. Wait, I have to go back to this. That was cool. That's really cool. Actually.
The menu?
Yeah, it's just creepy as shit. It gives this
It's
weird...
creepy, yeah. The whole game is creepy. That's why. The whole game is creepy. The menu is creepy.
What is this? So
the game is about this guy that's like going insane. He has to
Escape a hospital, a mental hospital, or something like that. It's pretty sick. I like it.
Dude, that actually...
I might consider a re.
Alright, so ask Sony's like, can you please put this on here? And they do it. Wow, it's bloody. It's weird, dark. The music, the ambiance. Dude, what the fuck is this? You played this as a kid?
Yes,
Explains
I
a lot,
did.
dude. I'm just fucking. Explains a lot, man.
Exactly, dude. The only thing I'm missing from my childhood is Manhunt.
Yeah, it's funny because your voice,
never
everyone
played.
thinks you're like 15 years old, but then you remember on CS when we used to troll, and you're like, oh, but did you play this game or whatever? It's funny as shit.
Oh, I remember I pulled up Klonoa, and they're like,
Klonoa, there it is.
They're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Dude, this game looks so fucking weird.
I know, that's why I liked it.
I love the
really
music
like
in the background, though. It just, oh my god.
It fits so well. It really does. I really like
This is way better than I thought it would. Oh, Fatality. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Is this the Joker's origin story?
Nice one.
Arthur?
It could be.
Arthur. Fuck, I don't even remember too much about that game. Oh, and the other game that I was talking about on here is Parasite Eve. Now that game, dude.
This is a weird game.
That one is already weird, but let me show you some pictures from. You're gonna be even more weirded out.
Oh, fuck me.
Dude, I think one of the creatures. These creatures are they're disgusting looking. Dude.
That's a game you would never forget, huh? It's like,
yeah.
The whole thing is just creepy as shit. How can you forget?
This game. Oh, dude, this game is. Look at this. Look at this picture that I'm gonna send right now. And I think this is one of the first levels too. Oh, it doesn't. You can't even see the image. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
It'll probably open it as soon as you.
You have to do You have to like right click and then view image, and then it'll be better. So here we go.
Fine.
What is this?
You see the big fat thing?
What the fuck am I looking at? I mean,
you see that big fat thing that used to be a human, and it mutated into this gigantic thing with a tube at the back, and that tube is a flamethrower, by the way.
What is
coming out of its mouth? Coming out of its mouth, dude. Can you believe
that's
that
metal as fuck? What's this game?
This game's called Parasite Eve.
Oh, Parasite Eve. Okay. Wow,
yeah,
dude.
Parasite Eve has a number 1, a number 2, and a pseudo number 3.
So sort of like Destroy All Humans.
Yeah, sort of like Destroy All Humans. Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Only a horror.
It has a flamethrower coming out of its mouth, dude. What? The devs were high as fuck making this game. They had to be.
They were 100%. Dude.
Had to be. Guaranteed.
100%. There was also a what's it called? A horse looking. It was a boss. This horse looking thing has 3 different stages or something, or 1 or 2 or 3 different stages. And at first it looks like a horse, and it continue as you start shooting it, it evolves more and more and I think its third evolution is like it's on fire or something. It's fucking insane.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, this game plus the horrible graphics of the time imprinted the worst images in my mind I have ever seen. So this morning, when I woke up, I remembered today that I had a dream about this really gray looking town. Well, I was in the town, right, with a whole group of people, and the town itself is like all gray. Everything is like cloudy and shit. And we were outside, and there's like this gigantic monster outside. I mean, I wasn't scared, like, because I didn't wake up and I didn't say, "Oh, that was a nightmare." No, it was more or less like a story, you know. So I saw that giant monster. I'm like, that reminds me of Parasite Eve. So I woke up and I immediately started searching up Parasite Eve stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it reminded me of something from my childhood. Parasite Eve, my dude.
That's a weird ass childhood, dude.
Yeah, I know.
It's hard
Parasite Eve, Resident Evil.
It's hard to deny that. Yeah.
Yo, look at this thing.
Oh, there's more, huh?
Yeah, there's more, dude. Oh yeah, I have to right click and then what is it? Open image. Right?
View image, something like that. I'm gonna delete this link.
Look at that thing.
Oh yeah, hold on one second. Delete that. Oh, what the fuck? What is this?
Exactly, it's an enemy.
In Parasite Eve?
Yes.
Dude, who made this game? This is fucking crazy.
I know, there's a whole bunch of monsters, dude, that are insane.
Who are the developers? Are they still like around, or do they get Telltale?
I don't know if they got Telltale. I forgot.
Yeah, did they get Telltale?
I forgot how it happened. It's just that the IP is like in limbo, I think, right now.
That's the worst part. I fucking hate IP. Paradise Eve. If I search that, there's not even a Wikipedia article. What the fuck?
There is. There should be.
I just searched in oh, okay. I searched it in Wikipedia and it didn't pop up, but if I Google it, then it goes. All right, that works out.
I found another image. Let me keep finding images.
So,
pretty cool.
Oh, okay. So this is a Japanese game. Wait a minute.
What?
Tetsuya Nomura was the artist for this? He's like the Kingdom Hearts creator. What the fuck? I recognize that name for sure.
What the fuck?
Dude, what the fuck? He's the guy who's in charge of Kingdom Hearts. And what the fuck kind of a connection is this?
Wow, what a nice segue.
to no segue, but apparently like he was the artist for this game. What the fuck? Do only like 5 people work in Japanese games?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
Hideo Kojima and like some other noobs.
To be fair, this is a Squaresoft game. Came out in '98.
Squaresoft and then turned to Square Enix. Right?
It's funny how I asked what happened to the developers, and I didn't realize the developers were Square Enix, and they're like bigger than ever before. Wow, that's hilarious. Fucking Square made this, dude? What the fuck? Only Square would come up with this. Only Tetsuya Nomura would come up with this weird ass shit. The Japanese, man, they're on a new level.
Yeah, and it's based on a Japanese.
They're on a new fucking level of this shit, I'm telling you.
It's based on a Japanese novel where mitochondria take over bodies and try to like take over the world by making us.
So bad biology.
Yeah, biology background. Yeah. So they make I don't know why, but for some reason the mitochondria want us dead, so they force us to internally combust. So we like burn alive.
What?
It's really weird.
Fuck?
Weird shit.
The Japanese always make weird shit. I'm surprised they didn't make the fuck. Actually, the other game wasn't that weird. It was just like a, creepy. This is weird. That's a different thing. You gotta compare it properly.
This is weird, but when you're playing the game, it's creepy as shit, dude.
Yeah.
I think there was one scene that's stuck in my head for forever. There was like this. You go into this room, right? You're being helped out by this person. And that person seems sick, and then one day they go into the bathroom and they're like throwing up, and we're like, and you have to like talk to her, right?
and apparently after a while, I think she turns into a monster and tries to attack you. It's insane.
It says in the Wikipedia article, the game was sometimes compared to the Resident Evil series, though GamePro said that Parasite Eve, had deeper gameplay with multiple weapon upgrades and hidden areas to discover. Reviewers also cited that though the game broke many RPG gaming conventions, it suffered from having little replay value and being a relatively short game. Okay. It has an 81 on Metacritic, apparently.
It does? Ooh, nice.
It does. Apparently it was pretty good. I mean, Square, dude. Square made it. Fuck. Square Enix.
Yeah, Square Enix knows what's up.
Or is it just Square? I don't even know. It's just called Square.
It was Squaresoft when it came out.
Right. Now it's Square, right?
Yeah, now it's Square, yeah.
Oh, they're trying to rebrand. How cute. What the fuck?
But, wait, no. Right now it's Square Enix. But back then it was Squaresoft. And then I don't know how.
Now it's just Square.
Really? Now it's just Square?
I think it's a little, yeah. So it merged. Okay, now I understand. It merged with Enix to form Square Enix back in 2003. But back then it was Squaresoft, and then they changed to Square. And then they merged with Enix to make Square Enix.
Oh, okay.
LOL.
So then what happened to this IP? Why don't they bring shit?
Well, I mean, it still exists. The Third Birthday, apparently, which is part of the series, came out in 2010, right?
Yeah, but come on, dude. We want a real...
You want a real game?
Yeah, we want a real game, dude.
You want a remake? Maybe it'll be on the fucking PlayStation Classic.
My ass, dude. This is gonna be on the PlayStation.
I mean, I could see it. I mean, this apparently was a pretty popular and good game. It ranked 16 by the readers of Famitsu magazine in its top 100 PlayStation games of all time. And in 2010, Games Radar chose it as one of the top 7 90s games that need HD remakes. That's interesting. Ooh. That's interesting. I could see it on PlayStation Classic. But that'd be niche as fuck. I don't know. I mean, not so niche, but I don't know.
I mean, as far as I was concerned, I thought it was pretty niche.
Right.
How every time I mention this game, nobody knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've never fucking heard of this shit. I mean, it's the Japanese, man. They can make a weird-ass story based off of you just taking a dump, probably.
Maybe. Who knows? I wanted, earlier today I was reading up on the book, and I might want to pick it up. I might want to read it. Because the reason people think...
Oh, I see. I said,
what?
Oh, there's a novel. Okay, I see.
Yeah. The novel is like a prequel to the games. So, the reason I want to pick it up is because a lot of people don't like it because it's really heavy on medical terminology and biology terminology. So, stuff that I would know.
Yeah, it's funny because it says that the guy who wrote it is a pharmacologist and a novelist.
Nice.
Yeah, he lectures on microbiology and genre fiction. It's a pretty cool intersection, actually.
Wow.
So it makes sense. And he's probably like, all right, well, this is not going to be real. But, may as well use all this, fucking jargon.
Yeah, to make it sound real.
Yeah, which isn't a very good idea if your people can't read it, if the people can't read it at all.
Yeah. But, I mean, it came out good. I really want an HD remake of this. Because, I mean, take a look at this, dude.
There's more.
No. This is just a concept art of a modern version of the thing that I sent earlier.
Oh, okay.
The Burner, I think it's called Burner.
Let me open this. Oh, okay.
So it could look better.
Oh, that's cool. He's wearing like clothes, basically.
Really?
Oh no, that's his skin. That looks weird. Yeah.
That's all skin.
He looks pretty cool. So that's the protagonist. It's a woman.
The protagonist, is a woman.
Oh, that's cool. Fuck, they were for equality even back in the 90s. Apparently, they were for badass women. Japanese.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck? Good job, dude. I love the fight.
It's not even.
So weird.
It's not even like I don't really care about like the protagonist. I don't know why people complain like, oh, we don't have women badasses. Yeah, we do. I mean, take a look at real games. If you look at real games,
look at Terminator 2, dude, or just Terminator. We got Sarah Connor.
We got Sarah Connor, dude. We got a whole bunch of bad. Why the fuck are you complaining about there not being enough badass? Like, come on.
Yeah, apparently this looks like a badass. She's got a fucking assault rifle in her arms.
Yeah, she's a badass. I mean, Resident Evil has bad. Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. Play real games, folks. Exactly. And we don't know if they'll be on PlayStation Classic either.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't really care because I'm not getting it anyways.
I know, but we gotta follow that because we gotta see all those nostalgia nerds and you know who, the guy we know. So.
Oh yeah, we know. What if he actually watches these videos? He's like, this fucking jackass talking about me.
I don't know. You're
I mean, it's pretty obvious though that he's in a nostal F. You know what I mean?
I feel so cucked because I can't fucking say that.
I know,
it's
right?
Such a good word to take away, but whatever.
I feel very limited here.
Literally cucked by Twitch.
But we can say cucked. That's funny.
Yeah, I mean that's acceptable. That's not a curse word.
No, that's right. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's acceptable. I think.
I'm looking through these images. Yo, honestly, if you played through the game, God, it would just be so weird. And imagine a little kid playing this game.
They'd be scarred for life, 100%.
Dude, this game is pretty fucked. Now that I'm actually taking a look.
I can't wait to put these like game titles in the tags and like the most niche nostalgia nerds show up to watch.
Yeah,
dude, if you're searching this and it pops up, it'd be fucking weird.
Yeah, Parasite Eve is so niche and so dead that yeah, nobody's gonna look that up. They're gonna be clicking for other things.
Probably. I know. It's just funny thought to entertain, I guess.
Yeah, yo, put Klonoa as well.
Klonoa.
Even though I haven't really talked about it. Let me talk about it right now. 2.5D's platformer, boom. That's all you need to know.
Let me talk about it right now. How do you spell Klonoa?
Klonoa, K-L-O.
K-L-O what? You cut off.
K-L-O-N-O-A.
N-O-A.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I understand. Another Japanese game by Namco.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a bit less niche, right?
It's a little bit less niche. Although if you Google videos, yeah, good luck.
wait, there's no one making videos on Klonoa. Didn't you stream this game? Am I wrong? Or did you like?
Yes, I did stream.
You did stream. I fucking remember you streaming.
And nobody watched.
No one's looking for this game. The first release came out in '97. Last 2008.
Dude, all the games that I'm talking about came out in '97. Parasite Eve came out in '97.
Did it?
Yeah,
98 actually.
Oh, really?
98.
What?
I'm reading the Wikipedia article.
What the fuck?
You have been fucking what's that word I'm looking for?
Really? I'm double
gaslit.
checking. 98.
Yeah.
What the hell?
98.
So then the book came out in
95.
That's even worse. They were topping around the year I'm thinking of. 95, huh? I want to read the original Japanese.
Klonoa sounds like a fucking STD. Can we just like establish this for a second? It's such a weird title. Klonoa sounds like a fucking STD.
ST what?
An STD, bro.
Oh,
you
really
deaf
does.
fuck, yeah. Sounds like an STD.
Yeah, it's true. No, it was
It's like,
lagging for a little bit.
Could you imagine if you said I have Klonoa? It sounds like you got infected with an STD. I'm 100% serious.
Dude, I'm gonna do 100%. That next week.
Oh yeah, it's like kids who are like, oh, Ninja died from ligma. And it's like,
Well,
what's
sort of.
and what's
But
Ligma?
I'm gonna go up to these people.
Fucking stupid. Klonoa is the real shit. That's an actual title for a video game, and it sounds like an STD. It sounds so. I'm telling you, it sounds exactly like one. Like if you got diagnosed with Klonoa, you would think, I'm fucked, doc. I'm so fucked.
I'm gonna check by going to class and saying, telling my friends, yo, I have the reason I left early last time was because I have
Klonoa.
I had to go get Klonoa.
Or you can say I have Klonoa.
Or I have Klonoa.
You meant you went to go play Klonoa.
Ah, that's true, because I have Klonoa.
You have Klonoa and you wanted to go play it, but it actually sounds like you got infected with something really fucking bad. I mean, let's put it this way, right? If we could rank STDs, and we said, like, alright, herpes is, like, really high up there, like on 1 to 10. AIDS is 10, obviously. Klonoa would be probably like a fucking 6 or 7. It just sounds bad, right?
It sounds bad,
terrible.
Yeah.
Sounds fucking terrible. The clap? Not sure about that. Gonorrhea. What would you rank gonorrhea?
5 or 6.
Yeah. It ain't
sounds
good.
Like diarrhea, so that's why it kind of gets like.
I mean, you literally get burning when you pee. So I mean,
damn it, dude.
It's fucking terrible. It's fucking awful. Not that I have it, but I'm reading it and it looks fucking disgusting. If you had Klonoa, I want to say it's an infection. It sounds like an infection. Honest to God, it sounds disgusting.
Yeah.
What a terrible name for a video game series. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Well, yeah. Well, no, the fucking guy's name is Klonoa.
What a terrible name for a person.
The game is Klonoa Door to Phantomile.
Klonoa door to my dick, dude. Door to whatever the fuck I've got on my dick.
Phantomile.
That just sounds gross.
That's true. I must agree. I haven't played Klonoa 2.
I have Klonoa too. You see, it's just a fucking mess, dude. You can't say. No wonder this series died out.
That's great, dude. I like that.
I love Klonoa. Like, the fuck? It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
I won't let you touch my Klonoa, dude.
That's disgusting. It's just nasty as fuck. Holy shit.
Klonoa is the game that I told you about. The last scene is this guy, your supposed best friend throughout the entire game, telling you that you're actually not friends, and that you were just called to save the world, and you're gonna have to go back to your own universe.
Oh, that's
and
right. That's right.
Yeah, so essentially, your life is a lie type thing. This is a kid's game, dude.
Oh, yeah. One of those stories. It's for Japanese kids, though. So, I mean, it makes sense. Japanese kids are, like, 5 years ahead of Western kids, probably.
Exactly.
Probably, I don't know.
They're 5 years old already. Telling you.
Uh-huh.
5 years old already wank.
Oh, my God. Hopefully they don't get Klonoa later. That's the big fucking deal. That's the big deal, dude. Imagine jerking off with Klonoa. It just wouldn't be a good idea. I mean,
exactly.
I don't know.
Yo, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stream, obviously when I have time, or on next weekend probably. I'm gonna stream Parasite Eve.
Oh my god!
So you can see how.
Oh my god! You have it on emulator, or are you gonna get it?
No. I'm gonna get it on emulator. Okay. Show you.
And traumatize or re-traumatize yourself.
Re-traumatize myself.
Re-traumatize.
Dude, I'm like untraumatizable, my dude.
Same. Although I think if I had Klonoa, that would change some things. That'd be painful.
That'd be pretty painful, my dude.
It just sounds so disgusting. I can't get over that. No wonder it's a fucking terrible series. I don't know.
Nightmare Creatures, though, sounds way too basic.
It really does, but fuck, I love the music in the background. It just sounds so damn creepy. Like, it's just so appropriate for the fucking game. I can't get over it, you know. But it has like it looked like it had like a 48 on Metacritic or some shit, so it's like not that good.
Which one? The first one or the second
Nightmare Creatures 2. What was it? Yeah, the one you linked me.
Okay, the second one.
The second one, Nightmare Creatures 2.
Yeah, it's not that good, story wise, but I mean, I like the ambient.
It doesn't look like a good story, but it looks
really
creepy as shit, and that's not a game. You know, that's a mood. That's to get into the mood for October, which is coming up. So I don't know.
Ah, that's very true. Yo, I gotta buy my fucking. Actually, maybe not.
Dude, I saw someone with a pumpkin outside their house, and like, it is way too fucking early to be putting up Halloween decorations.
I know.
It is way too early. Do not be that guy. And if you're taking it to the next level and you're putting up Christmas decorations, you're done. Stop.
Christmas decorations.
Is anyone who's the earliest guy who puts the Christmas decorations? I feel like I don't know. No one likes that guy. Something's wrong with you.
Christmas decorations like right now.
Like right now, not even October, and they're thinking of fucking Christmas. I don't know. That'd be terrible. It's not acceptable until November 1st is the rule. For me,
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And October 1st, you go full Halloween. I don't give a shit. Full Halloween. I'll accept that for sure.
I'm trying to look at a picture of Golem of this game, but he's only creepy when you look at him. Really fucking sick. This game is just creepy all around.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, here, look at this picture. And imagine you're playing the game and you come across this guy and you're like,
oh fuck.
Oh shit.
This should be fun.
You know.
I always pop up the pictures
like
on stream. Okay, let me click this. Let me zoom in. Oh, what the fuck?
Doesn't that look creepy as fuck?
Could you imagine running into this guy? It looks like Jason.
He does.
He has like a hockey mask looking thing. He has the machete. He's just like tall looking motherfucker. He's like LeBron James if dressed in a Jason costume.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll play basketball and shit and murder you.
And I think I don't remember too clearly, but I think he's a good guy, and then he turns on you later.
Oh man.
So like so I think it like primes you to like believe how badass he is. And then once he turns on you, you're like, oh shit, I'm fucked.
That's actually a really cool concept. Like,
yeah,
you just
exactly.
made it believe like how cool this guy is, and then he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's pretty cool.
That shit's like nightmare inducing.
Yeah, half of this stuff, dude. Half of these fucking monsters are nightmare inducing. Take a look at. Okay, here. This is perfect. This is gonna be a link.
There's more.
Yeah, this is gonna be a link.
I love how we talked about like this one top. Technically, this is one topic the PlayStation Classic. We've gone from like game to game to game. And I'm totally fine with it. It's badass. Okay, that's a link.
Yeah, it's a link. It's gonna open up a picture.
Yeah, I got you. I figured it out.
And then you look at the related images, which are also
the related
all,
images.
Yeah, under related images.
Should I look just at the image?
But the image okay, image that's linked. The title is Eve Second Form Parasite Eve series. Does it say that?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, you know how there's related images?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so just look at those. Those are also enemies.
Oh, okay. Let me put this up real fast. These are also enemies. All right, so it's like dude, Tetsuya Nomura fucking designed this, or he was the artist behind this. To think of that connection, dude. He's the guy who now fucking leads Kingdom Hearts. Dude, these actually look pretty cool. Look at this one, the G creature. The fuck is this thing? It's it's like the second.
Oh yeah,
on
G
the second
creature.
row.
Yeah.
Second on the second row.
I don't remember it, but yeah, it
there's
looks
a
pretty
frog
bad.
and it looks disgusting as fuck.
I know. There's a mutant turtle as well, or no, mutant crab as
squirrel,
well.
Dude.
The squirrel, I don't know about the squirrel.
Yeah, forget it. That shit looks cool. This is a game, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Well done, Japanese people. You guys always fucking induce nightmares. I don't know how they do it. I don't know what kind of fucked up shit they fucking read at night, but goddamn.
Yeah, dude, this is some crazy shit, dude. That's why really like fucked scenario. Okay, so there's a lot more to my dream than just that giant obviously. But
Yeah.
since I was dreaming in that, why don't I get these dreams more often? I could honestly make a career making fucking creepy ass video games or something, or giving ideas behind creepy shit.
I feel like so many creepy ass shit has been made from dreams or nightmares or whatever. Like the mind is so weird that you can't outdo it.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you're like really fucking weird, and then maybe you can outdo a normal person's nightmares. I don't know. I feel like it'd be like a fucking spectrum, you know, like how weird you are and how weird your dreams get. Imagine if like the weirder you are, the more normal your dreams are.
The more what your dreams are?
The more normal your dreams are.
I think that's the case because I mean I'm normal, right? But I guess I'm pretty niche in this case.
And pretty niche, yeah.
But my dreams are very, very normal for the most part. Obviously not yesterday's, but
yeah, I agree. I don't know. I mean, I guess it makes sense that the weirder you are, the weirder your dreams would be, but you never know. You never know. Maybe the mind just has like less shit to work with. Who knows?
Yeah. Well. Oh, dude, this is a GIF. Oh my god.
Oh,
this looks creepy as shit, dude.
Whoa. Alright, let me put this up. That should fucking induce nightmares.
That thing looks fucking creepy, dude. What?
Yeah, but it's in such garbage graphics because it's so old that it's hard to take it seriously.
It's hard to take it seriously. It's rare. Which is why I want an updated version.
Yeah, you need the HD remake for sure. Because this could be a fucking good game on HD, for sure.
Yeah. I think it's
some weird-ass creatures,
for HD. Yeah. The creature unique. Very few games have been able to get me to... gotten me to say that. A few games have gotten me to say... Yeah.
A few games, yeah.
Almost no games have any creative
what happened
monsters
to horror?
At this point. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I think they just fell into the zombies trap, where horror is just reduced to just one thing, which is zombies.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I think Resident Evil's still going for like that kind of vibe.
Yeah, but they're more they're just remaking their old games now.
Yeah, that's very true.
Which were actual horror because they knew that they hit a wall with horror creativity.
Very true.
Horror games. I'm taking a look. Oh, well, Resident Evil 7 was pretty creepy.
Is that the newest one?
Yeah, it's like the newest one, yeah.
Oh, the one where he goes like at this rural area?
Yeah.
Oh, that right, yeah. I mean, rural areas are fucking creepy. Because rules are weird.
Silent Hill was a good a series early on, like PlayStation 1 and 2. System Shock was also interesting. The 1999 System Shock 2 and System Shock 1994 was also good. But anything current? I'm going through these fucking games and none of them are current, which kind of sucks. No good games, unfortunately. And Friday the 13th does not count because that's just
oh my god, yeah.
It's a multiplayer game, pretty much.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that shit. Yeah, that didn't look too bad, but not good.
Yeah, it's not. I don't consider that horror.
Yeah, it's not really horror. The horror.
Yeah.
Right,
there were some good games, dude. But yeah, it's getting late. I have to wake up.
I think that's all we've got. We talked a lot about that topic.
Yeah, way too much, dude.
All right, it's fine. It was a good time. All right, thanks for tuning in, folks.
Yeah, yeah. Peace, peace.